My name's Katie Edwards. I'm a freelance illustrator and screen printer, and I studied the Art Foundation course at Lancaster Morecambe College. I really enjoyed the variety of different techniques and different disciplines that we studied and learned. And I practiced more things in that 1 year on the Art Foundation course than I think I did in 7 years of secondary school. Like, I'd never done any printmaking at all. And now I'm a screen printer. And that was the first place I tried screen printing. I'd never done any black and white photography, which is a big part of my work. Yeah, so many different ways of working that were really different and new to me. So I loved it. It was a brilliant year, really good. After the Art Foundation course, I studied graphic arts and design at Leeds Metropolitan University, which is now called Leeds Beckett University, which was quite similar in a way in its approach to the Art Foundation course. It was like a big collection of different disciplines. So out of the course came, like filmmakers and animators and illustrators and typography designers. So it was a big collection of different disciplines, which I think formed the way that I work, because we got to practice all those different ways of working. Start that bit again. What was the question again? Because I just went off on a tangent. So I'm currently a freelance illustrator. I take on commissions from editorial, design, book publishing projects. I get given a brief and a certain timeline. They differ quite differently. Editorial is usually quite open and they want my ideas and my input. Design projects, they usually have the ideas and they just want me to produce the artwork. I also, so all my artwork is screen printed. So I also sell screen prints online and in galleries and at art shows. I think my ongoing project with rooms, apartment hotels, I'm quite proud of. It's probably the biggest project I've done. Like most of my projects are very short, sometimes a couple of days, sometimes a couple of weeks, but this has been going on a few years. So they have various hotels around the country. I do site specific illustrations for their walls. They're like educational illustrations, so about the city, the history, the culture where the hotel is based. But I also do generic illustrations that they use across the board for explaining like where fire exits are, or that there's an all-you-can-eat breakfast and things like that. So yeah, quite proud of that project. Yeah, I think a few that stand out. This actually wasn't a brief, it was a competition I entered under the subject joy. And actually you can see it, it's that one there. It's a carousel with a horse escaping. And that I think led to other projects, and it's one of my best sellers. So I think that opened quite a few doors. Also, I did an illustration for Mojo magazine. It was a Paul Weller illustration, and I sold all the artworks from it and get asked all the time if I still have any left. So that I think was quite a surprising one. I'm sure there's others that I can't think. The room stuff has led on to a lot of other similar projects, because the illustrations I do are really big and really complex, loads of colours, loads of detail, and quite often people have seen those and said, we really like that, can you do something like that? Yeah, so my website is KT, just the letters, edwards.co.uk, and I post daily on Instagram, so that's Katie Edwards Illustration. And most of my stuff's on my website, really. I think I definitely would recommend a course that isn't like a straight path sort of thing, a course that introduces you to lots of different techniques and different career paths, because I think I perhaps thought I wanted to be more of a graphic designer when actually I didn't at all. And I would have loved originally to have said, oh, I'd love to be an illustrator, but I didn't think I could draw well enough, when actually I am an illustrator, but I don't draw. I use photographs and printmaking as a way of, so, you know, a way of making my work. So it's not always like black and white. I think having courses that teach you lots of different ways of working and different ways of thinking are really good, you know, really open your mind to different ways of having a career, basically. Entering competitions is good. I got an illustration agent straight out of university from entering a competition, because I didn't realise the competition was run by them. So then they chose to represent me afterwards. Yeah, we did practice briefs at university. So we did like illustrations for The Guardian, illustrations for New Scientist magazine. I think they were really good to get your head in the way of thinking about, you know, real life briefs. It's great for your portfolio as well, as if you've got work in there that's for a reason, rather than just work that you've just thought up that you want to do. It makes your portfolio more realistic. So you'll do illustrations for about different things rather than, you know, just doing dog illustrations or something like that, which I do a lot of, but yeah. What was the question again? Because I just went off on a tangent.